Yep. You know what time it is. The first round, that was sweet, but we gotta get into the second and third round. What a great mock draft that these fellas were able to finish just a few days ago. We got to get into it, y'all. This is officially draft season. We're literally in the thick of things right now. Your team and their futures are about to change. Y'all know what time it is. This is the Press Box. This is the best football show on the net. We got Big Trent, the one and only, the man himself with all the connection. We got Big Early, the man, the myth, the legend, the comedian himself. And then we obviously got my boy, Bama, the real football player, for the love of the game, for the love of the streets, for the love of the hood, for the love of the blood, sweat, and tears. And then you got me. What's going on, y'all? D-Mac is going to join us as well. Fellas, how we feeling today?
Good, man. Good, man. Good to be back. Good, man. We almost wasn't here, y'all, but we here.
We here, man. I hope y'all being safe. It's raining like crazy in Atlanta. I don't know
Happy
how
Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
We
Happy
here for
Resurrection
the love,
Day for those that
y'all.
celebrate.
We here for the love again.
Love again. Happy Resurrection Day for those who celebrate. Happy Easter for all the
Hey,
kids.
that's ironic. I'm sorry. That's ironic as fuck.
What?
Hey, you are right. We are here for the love of the game. It's not about the money. It's about the love of the game. You got to love this shit.
We are Mitch in that passenger seat right now.
You got to let it process, man.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit. That's a good one. What you eating on, Swipe?
Bro, I went to after service.
I'm gonna say you definitely got your little pasta over there. I knew give a pasta outfit.
After service, bro, I went to get me a little cafe, a little drink, little breakfast sandwich, bro. I'm living.
Happy Resurrection Day.
Yeah, tell me Swipe ain't got the ultimate pasta look too. The bald headed you pasta.
Facts. I love the kids, man. Youth ministry is fun, bro. If y'all ain't never been in youth ministry before, youth ministry is real fun.
Nah, it is.
The younger, the better, honestly, because what happened is, Trent, the babies, they get into the littlest of squabbles ever, but they're also super eager. So, like, they'll stand up, they'll read scripture, they'll participate, they'll organize, they'll volunteer for this and that. But, bro, they get to it, bro. They be getting to it. Be getting rowdy back there. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all are safe today. Hope you take care of business, man. Hey, fellas, can I just be honest with y'all? Brother, could you look at me in my eye while I say this? I missed y'all. I wish I saw y'all more. I wish we had multiple opportunities to do this every single week, because you know what? All of y'all are great and special in your own way. Like, honestly, every single one of y'all funny, y'all intelligent, y'all are gifted black men. And we don't get a chance to say that enough on this platform. We got a bunch of gifted
and then there's Trey and Bama, you know?
Facts.
Enough about me. Enough about me.
Facts. Yep. Shout out, man. This is going to be a great episode. Y'all know what time it is. We are also brought to you by Splash Sports. This is the best of the best. If you want to make money, Bama, why would they go anywhere else? We've been making money on Splash Sports. We made money on Splash Sports this NFL season, made money on Splash Sports this NBA season. If you were a smart person and took the more on Nikola Jokic and Victor Wembanyama, you eating good today. I'm talking about you got your own breakfast sandwich that you're buying.
Not if you had Spurs. Not if you had Spurs money line.
Yeah, well, that was your fault for taking that in Denver. The NBA is heating up with the playoffs right around the corner, and now it's your chance to get in on the action. Quick Picks on Splash Sport is the DFS game that you've been waiting for. Remember, Quick Picks on Splash is the only DFS game where you're playing against other players and not the house. Has the highest multipliers in DFS, up to 50 times multipliers on 6-leg entries. Why would you play anywhere else? You're essentially leaving money on the table anytime you play the other guys out. So ready to compete. Use code CHOICE on Splash Sports and get a free $50 deposit when you play your first $5. That's right, a free $50 deposit. You can play your first $5. Link is in the description. Let's see what you're made of. Bama, people don't know, bro. Every time I post these workout videos, Bama, there's always people like, oh, whoa, Swipe, I didn't know you was Bama, they don't know. We been out here in the gridiron gang. We done been out here slanging.
Ain't nobody ever DM'd a message Swipe. I didn't know you. I didn't know you was
lying. You lying your face off right now. You lying your face off.
I thought you had. I thought you were smoother than that, Swiper.
No, you lying. You lying your face off.
I didn't know you were so stiff, Swiper.
You lying your face off right now, bro. Hey, bro, Trent. I've been lifting since I was 14. I didn't lift before that. You know, I didn't lift on with the high school. So and again, just to be clear, I couldn't do anything when I first started, Bam. I couldn't.
You played linebacker, right?
Yeah. I couldn't do 145. I don't think I left high school. Yeah, I don't think I did like I think I did like 285 out of high school. I wasn't nothing crazy. I was never like, you know what I mean, like the big beast of the bulk. But what happened is, y'all, you go to college and then you lock into a system, and all of a sudden your numbers are everything goes up, especially
What's
your
your
hang
max?
When now or college?
Now.
I
Like
can,
you're grown when you're a man, get a grown man strength.
no, but I
This
don't
should be
do
the
I don't do
strongest.
that no more though. I probably could give you 395 today, right now, like right now today. That's like today. That's just me not doing bench anymore. I've never been but Bama was like some of my teammates that were just like naturally like weight room strong. I'm naturally like life football strong. There's a difference between the two. Because you got like Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and them. They're squatting 600 plus. You know what I mean? That's a different territory for skill position players.
Probably about 8. Saquon squatting about 8.
Nah, he ain't. That's crazy, bro. That's a lot.
Because Trent Richardson squatting like 9.
I ain't lie. If Saquon, I can see him squatting 8 though. I see him squat.
Him or Nick Chubb. One of them.
He would never be in a position to do it though, because they never would ask him to do that. That's way too much work.
I can definitely see him squatting 8. I'm with you.
I done definitely seen his all-season training.
8 not for a guy like Saquon. 8 not crazy.
No, 8 is crazy. No, 8 on your back is legitimately crazy for a
Nah, I'm just saying for somebody like Saquon, 8 not crazy.
No, it is crazy. Putting 800 pounds on your back, even if you can do it when you're that skilled and you're making that much money, that is insane, bro.
But we talking about Matt. We ain't talking about him doing the actual regimen. We just talking about like if we doing,
though.
If we going toe for toe, what we doing? All right, let's see. Okay, 7. We at 5. Okay, now we're at 6. Now we're at 7. Who tapping out at 8? I can see Saquon giving me at least, and again, of course, having a supporter giving me at least one.
That ain't never gonna happen, bro.
He said Trent Richardson was 9. I think Saquon way stronger than Trent Richardson.
The training room, the training staff would never let you put weight on your back like that. Literally never. Oh my God. Never. Well,
I guess you are a multi-million-dollar running back, so I get that.
We didn't do it. You don't ever max in football. This is except in college. Like you stop all that stops after you're 22, 23.
Hey Trent, you watch Swiper's workout videos?
I be seeing it. I be seeing on the story. Yeah.
Even if you didn't know who Swiper was, would you not think he played D-line in college?
No.
I mean, as of right now, probably a little bit.
Defensive line,
but like probably be like he
got like, D-line built like now. We talking about young now.
How am I D-line? I'm like 260. What you talking about? How that's not D-line at all.
Michael Parsons is literally like 245.
And he's bigger than I am. He's bigger than I am. All of them bigger than mine.
But this ain't the 70s. I mean, this ain't the 90s. Your D lineman Avery Reese is really an outside linebacker D line, and he's 250, 245. Avery Reese, like niggas ain't 280. Niggas
200, and that's a
how big was Von Miller?
Von Miller was like 243 or something like that.
What are we talking about? So why 260?
But Von ain't that now though. That's the difference. Von ain't that now though. When Von was a baby, when I was a baby, I mean, when I first tried out for the league, I was like 232. That's a different world though. That's not even the same like planet. Like, I'm just I'm 35
Von probably
now.
even skinnier now since he getting older.
No, y'all seen that Sonny Styles tape? Oh boy, he just looked like a linebacker.
What was that Nigerian brother's name, Bama?
Oh, you talking about the kid that ran the 4.6? I don't know. I can't remember his name.
The 6% body fat guy?
Yeah,
what was his name?
How much did he weigh?
Like 263 or something.
No. He was 306 pounds, I think.
I'm about to say he was like 300.
Yeah, he was 306 pounds.
You want to 2'6", 306? That is Omni Man. 300 pounds and you want a full 6? That's come on, bro. That's crazy. Come on, bro. Some of these niggas be really just wasting their talent. They could be saying
6'4.5", 306 pounds, 4'6",
39-inch vertical,
39-inch, 10-10.
Come on, bro. You could literally be helping fight wars with your bare hands. That's like Hulk, man. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
Yeah, you don't need to fight no war. Is Ura Bernard? How you say it? Bama?
I ain't gonna slaughter that name, but
what's it spelled?
UAR. Oh yeah, it's UAR Bernard.
Yeah, Ura. Yeah, Ura. Like Ura. Yeah, Bernard. Yeah.
People in the chat said they ain't never seen you without your hat. Y'all ain't know Swiper look like Carlos Boozer with his hat off?
I be bald all the time, bro. My videos is all bald online, bro. All right, bro. Shout out. We're gonna finish this, getting to the mock draft today. I heard are y'all good with the results from the first round that y'all put out?
Yeah, I feel like it was like some stuff that was like, but like majority of it was like no BS. I was fucking with it.
Do we have a list of who we picking to? Are we picking as a team? I wasn't here last week. Are
Yeah,
picking
we
as a
did
team?
like a majority. We did like a majority vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
last time.
I like that.
So you can't mess it up.
Yeah, so we can't-
Yeah, so you can't troll it out.
Shit talking. I like it.
All right. So we did the first round. We're going to get into the second round here. There's a bunch of names on the board. We're using the NFL mock draft simulator, which allows for you to pick by team. And then by team, you have a list of all the players based on the expert board of everybody available. And so this is actually going to be, I think, a lot of fun. So first pick up, y'all. We got the New York Jets with pick 33, the first pick of the second round. How are we feeling about the Jets? And just so I can have some additional sources in front of us for what exactly some like the Tankathon mock draft has projected. In this area, this is like you're going to get into your Omar Cooper, Chris Johnson, your Zion Young, your Jeremy Bernard area, a wide receiver at Alabama.
So this is like we're this is almost like we're in the draft room. We are every team. We are the draft room. So we looking at what we need, guys. What do we need? What do we need to help the team be better and help Aaron Glenn so he don't have to get fired next year and be one less black coach? What do we need?
Is there swipe with Zano? You can make the thing a little bit bigger.
Yep. I got you.
But
Gotta figure out what we need, guys.
I think in the draft we took Jordan, Tyson, and then who was the second pick for the Jets that we took?
First round, that was my selection. First round,
Yeah, they
just got Jordan Tyson and Arvell Reese. Sheesh.
So we got Jordan Tyson, Arvell Reese so far, guys. We've secured our secondary receiver to go side, Garrett Wilson. We've secured a playmaker at D-line that we haven't seen in a very long time. That D-line's outside linebacker. What do we need now, guys? We have a running back in Brees Hall. We don't.
I would have liked Ty Simpson right here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think.
Yeah, I know. We definitely need. Do we need some O lineman for Gino? Or we got enough O line.
I think they need a corner to replace Sauce.
I like it. Let's go corner.
So you got.
I would fake go Colton Hood.
Do we go Colton Hood?
But I just
you got Colton Hood. You got Brandon Cease. Is it Cease from South Carolina? Cease or Cease? You got Chris Johnson out of San Diego State, and D'Angelo Ponce is available too here. From Indiana.
Jared would love that pick.
Mm-hmm.
You got D'Angelo Ponce?
Yeah, I can show y'all the big board right here, so y'all can see these are the corners that are available.
D'Angelo Ponce gonna be a steal, boy. I'm telling you.
He is, bro, but I don't think he's gonna be a number one corner though, because they need this. Like, he's not gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be your boundary corner. Like, I just don't think that. I think he can play. I think he's gonna be able to play.
We like the Bonds kid. Very athletic, 43-inch vertical, but he is 5'8". Typically we want a true number one. Not really trying to go anything under 5'11" as that true number one. Just being honest.
I'll go Colton Hood.
I think Colton Hood is the best bet, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at the New York Jets and their biggest draft needs. They need wide receiver, quarterback, and edge per ESPN, and we just gave them a wide receiver. There's no quarterbacks in this room right now, and then obviously edge. There's probably better corner talent than there is edge available. So Colton Hood is the pick.
Yeah, I'm fucking Colton Hood.
All right, let me call him. Colton, it's Coach Earl. Yeah. How you feel about New York? You come to the Jets. Yeah, we're gonna let you play Sauce. Hey, I hear your family in the background. Hey, welcome. All right, there we go. We got Colton, man. Family was excited in the background. A lot of tears back there, man. We love to see it, man.
Of the second round of the 2026 NFL draft out of Tennessee, Colton Hood.
Baby.
New York Jet.
Then we got a guy.
Now we got Arizona in the first round. The Arizona Cardinals took David Bailey at number 3. They got an A grade for that draft pick, and they are currently looking at the number 34 overall pick in the second round. And their biggest draft needs per ESPN are offensive line, quarterback, and safety.
Well, let's say again. My fault. Like the biggest needs.
Offensive line, quarterback, safety.
Yep.
Our biggest needs. So, all right, guys. So this is a new era. We just got rid of Kyler Murray. We need somebody. I do believe that there's not really big on the quarterback draft in this year, unless we take a chance on a guy. We do need somebody to get Marvin Hurst in the ball, and invest in that situation. Although O-line would be good, I think we might have to go quarterback here, guys. Or at least look. Let's look at what we got here.
Brother, there's if the big board right now, like the quarterbacks available are Garrett and Nussmeier, and that's not till the third or fourth.
How we feel about Garrett? Early?
I think he's going to go third.
Too late.
Way too.
So do we want to go O-line then? I guess.
I mean,
I don't know.
They do need every. Mo made a good point. They do need to go everything. They could go best player available. So if you just look, what's the board right now? Who the best player available?
Who's next up? Who's the guy?
You go that, or they probably go tackle because they do need O-line.
Best player available right now is Caleb Lomu out of Utah, the other tackle.
Oh man, that's
okay. O-line. That's perfect.
All right. Is that our pick?
Are we for sure on this?
Yeah.
Let me call him. Caleb. Yeah, man. Coach Earl. Yeah. Arizona. Absolutely, man. It's hot out here, but we have well air conditioned. I hear your family in the background crying, man. Hey, glad to have you. We haven't had the quarterback yet, but you will be blocking for somebody for years to come. Yes, we appreciate you, man. All right, we'll see you in training camp. All right, man. Never multi-millionaire, man.
Shouts.
Marty, we had the Cardinals taking David Bailey in the first.
Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans. And in the first round, Tennessee Titans took Jeremiah Love, and that got an A+. So they're set at running back. And the biggest needs for the Tennessee Titans per ESPN, let me pull this up. The biggest needs that they have are edge, wide receiver, and center.
That's what I'm about to say. They go Cassius Howell right here.
Okay. Where we go?
Cassius Howell.
Yeah, but they just in the offseason they just signed our boy Wan'Dale Robinson. They obviously have Calvin Ridley. What's the other receiver's name they got? Bama.
DK.
Who?
Come on, the special teams player DK.
That'd be DK. No. The what's his name, bro? He was a first or second round pick last year. With the E last name.
E last name.
Oh, he won the first round. It's my Elite.
Huh?
No, Element the dude that had Top Travis.
Yeah, he won the first round. He won.
He was like 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
Alec A.O. Manor. Yeah.
A.O. Manor. Yep. That's the one that plays for Tennessee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we on Tennessee right now, right?
I went to that show that boy head. I can't even.
We on Tennessee right. He was really Cam Ward's favorite target for a couple weeks. We on Tennessee right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, Bama, make the call, man. Are we going?
I'm trying to see who else there. I'm trying to see who else there.
Yeah, let's
go down.
There's a lot of edges, a lot of offensive linemen here, and there's corners.
We don't need no corner.
I mean,
we just picked up a guy from the Saints, so we don't need no corner.
Just for Julian?
Mason Thomas too is nice.
I mean, they I don't know how y'all feel about their receiving room, but giving Cam Ward another weapon would also be key here. But they also do have some significant needs. Do
we feel high on Chris Brazil? Do we want to give him Chris Brazil?
Well, I really think they need to continue. Well, they passed on an edge. Their front is really good so far. They obviously added John Franklin Myers in their front seven. I could absolutely see them taking another positional need right here, just in the front, and that way they can continue to fortify. Right now, they got Cedric Gay, Cody Barton at linebacker. They got Jermaine Johnson with Jordan Elliott at tackle and John Franklin Myers at the other defensive end situation.
And so they want to Jeffrey Simmons in the middle, right?
I'll probably say Anthony Hill though make the most sense then, right?
You could go that or
because CJ went already. I mean, Anthony Hill, Jacob Rodriguez. I mean, I know you love Jacob Rodriguez. We got
to get out. This is our franchise quarterback, man. I think we got to get our guy a receiver here. I think if we don't get Chris here, we'll lose him next time around. I think that could be his number one, man. That we can get him late second, mid second, and go with Chris, man. For those goddamn Baltimore Ravens get to him, man. Come on, what we thinking?
Oh wait, who is for again?
We on Tennessee.
I don't think they'll get Chris Brazil here. I don't know. I don't think they'll get a receiver here.
Then they go edge. I think their defense is good. Like I don't see them grabbing defensive piece in the second round. I think they can get some defensive piece later on. I think it's gonna be more offensive based on O-line or a weapon.
Well, they could use they got Amari Hooker at safety, Tony Adams at safety, Joshua Williams. They just got Alontae Taylor from the Saints.
Yeah.
And they have Flott. I could see them adding inside linebacker though. They do like Cody Barton and Cedric Gray.
Well, they got Cedric Gray been decent for them.
Shout out my dog said. Okay.
Probably Max.
But adding another.
Well, no, not an offensive tackle. Probably a center though. Who the best available at center? This ain't no good O-line draft either.
The interior offensive line. We got Pregnon, DeSantis, Keelan Rutledge. They're all available. Those are the best available. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm kind of tempted just to beef up their rotation because having more of a great spot is a good thing. Like the Eagles did that, the Broncos did that. Caleb Banks or Cassius Howell adding it to their front, and they're having this just indomitable rotation in the front. I think that in a cost-controlled one.
That's true, but you invested in Cam Ward though, so you gotta protect him too. You gotta have
That's
his
what I'm
best
saying,
interest,
man.
Too. They paid all of them receivers, so they probably not gonna go receiver because they just paid all of them. Whether we think Calvin Ridley and them good or not, obviously they think they good enough because they keep paying them and restructuring the contract. So obviously I think they good at weapons right now, especially if they get.
Well, they got right now mock draft. Tankathon has them taking Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gotta be a O-line, man, because you want Cam Ward to be in the best situation possible.
All right, cool. We'll take Emmanuel. We're good with that?
Yeah.
Are we good with that? Am I making the call?
Go ahead, bro.
They still use their tight ends though. Drink more water. They got the tight end from Texas, bro.
Emmanuel. Yep. This is Coach Earl. You're Tennessee, man. Absolutely. Are you ready to block for Caleb Ward? I mean, Caleb. I don't know the guy's name like that because I'm not a fan of him, but I made sure we drafted you to protect the guy. So but yeah, hey man, I'm excited to have you. Us and the staff, we here. We were excited. Get you on the board, man. See you in training camp. All right.
Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. They got round 2, pick 36. In the first round, the Raiders took Fernando Mendoza. But this is easy for me, you all, personally.
I say Jacob Rodriguez right here. You get the best 2 players in the draft.
Wait, actually, are he still there?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Whoa.
I'm about to say, ain't no way Jacob's still here.
No, Jacob is still there. He's not going in the first round.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Y'all took Omar Cooper and y'all put him. Where does Omar drafted to?
Omar Cooper.
We to the Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
And who we on right now?
I think Dolphins trade that pick though.
Well, y'all the Raiders.
They go keep JJ. They go keep JJ in Miami, bro.
JJ.
The Raiders don't have
Smith.
They need weapons badly. Their outside weapons are extremely mid. They need quarterback, wide receiver, and D tackle according to ESPN.
And we're on the Raiders right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So who we thinking? Are we going receiver?
Because they got.
I probably go right tackle, right?
They still need more line. Because they got. What's his name? They got Dante Thornton, who's out. He got fucking Brock Bowers. Who else is they receivers?
The Thornton. So Thornton, Bowers. They got Jalen Naylor over from Minnesota.
Show us best available.
And Trey Tucker.
Show us best available. What they got?
They go get that O lineman. If they believe in what you call, they go get that O lineman.
You gonna show us best available?
This is best available.
I'm at best receiver. We talking about outside weapons.
My fault.
Brazell and Chris Bell.
Not Jeremy. Do we like Brazil over there? I feel like I think Thornton. I think Thornton can make a jump this year though.
It's an overlap with him and Thornton. Good morning, everybody.
What's up,
you said what?
I said there's an overlap with Brazil and Thornton for sure.
Yeah, I think Thornton will be good this year, man. I think this second year we looking for a
They
jump.
get O-line because you still got to remember, bro. They got the best weapon possible in last year's draft. Ashton Genty, they still got to unlock. Brock Bowers was kind of hurt, so that's still a good dynamic duo between them two right there. Thornton can easily come out the gate and start producing. 6'5", 220, run a 4.3, bro. Like I don't know how you just go to sleep on that. The team was just overall bad last year. I think they go O-line right here, bro. Protect your assets, bro. You got Ashton Genty. You going with Mendoza. I think you go O-line right here.
Absolutely.
And then what's so crazy?
To get a right tackle.
Let's talk about that, bro.
What?
Kirk Cousins' agent got to go into the meeting room with his gun out. He got to go in there with a Draco. Already out.
I mean,
is that real? Where did he go?
Yeah, that's real.
Raiders.
They're going to pay him.
Real?
They're paying him for 6 weeks early, the first 6 weeks of the season, and then Mendoza's going to take over.
1 year, $20 million guaranteed.
Yeah, he got.
That was a real thing.
That was a real thing, bro.
It's $20 million, it's $10 million for the first year, $10 million for the second year, but it's both guaranteed.
And he eating off that Falcons check.
And technically, it's a 5-year, $172 million contract.
I don't know,
which,
man.
a little funny money in there, to say the least.
Yeah, the Taysom Hill funny money.
Yeah, I think actually Max Yannichor makes a lot of sense for them. Get him a bookend tackle. I mean, DJ Glaze to me is just not a good right tackle. So if you want to secure that, especially if you paid Linderbaum the money you did, Jackson Powers Johnson, like the left guard, you can kind of figure out off of that. I understand the wide receiver argument, and you can show the wide receivers again. I don't love the wide receivers necessarily in this range, and I don't think that none of them really necessarily with what you want to do. The other thing I will say is they could invest in corner as well, because there are some solid corners in this range you can go after. But I think Max is a guy that by the time we get to April, I think we'll probably end up going in the late first round. And so to get him here, I think is a good thing.
I think we're going to look back on this receiver class, and them boys going to be a lot better than what the feeling we got about them. I think that the quarterback play was such at a downfall this past year in college football. It really ruined a bunch of great receivers. Even though we don't like them receivers here, I wouldn't be mad if somebody took Jeremy Bernard or Chris Brazzell or Denzel Boston or Tyson. Like those dudes actually are phenomenal receivers and should be first round receivers. It was just they was
Chris Bell fell because he had the ACL though.
Well, I would say that Boston and Tyson, I certainly 100% agree. Those guys should go in the first round, and I think that they can have very good.
You don't like Jeremy Bernard?
I think Bernard can be a good role player at the very least, and it's just, how much of a ceiling are you getting out of him? Can he be a true number 2?
Yeah, I wouldn't take Jeremy Bernard right here though. Oh yeah,
that's. But again, given the depth of the class, I understand why a team is going to end up taking Jeremy Bernard at the top of the second round, because that's just where the class is going to end up falling probably. And he can be a good role player. I don't know if the ceiling is there for him to be a really good number 2. What pick is it? 33, 34?
Jeremy Bernard could be Pierre Garçon.
I think he got good hands. That's a good comp too early. I think his hands is he's so underrated. Even when he was back there with Milroe, he had a few catches that leave you like scratching your head. Like I don't know. I'm talking about 2-foot test. I'm just not being a Bama fan, but for how he stepped up this past season too, that shows a lot. Like what you could get in him, where he can just fit any role. He can be a 2.
I think low end, Treylon Burks. I think high end Pierre Garçon, man.
But I think he's got more of a role player floor than Treylon Burks had. We haven't. I don't think we've drafted on Mason Thomas yet. Right? You guys can correct me. I don't think we've taken on Mason Thomas yet. But yeah, I would say Max would be a good pick for the Raiders here.
What are we thinking? We like Max?
We got Max. We gotta kind of move a little bit through this for the sake of time. Next up, we got the New York Giants. The Giants in the first round, they took Caleb Downs, which was an A pick in the system in terms of needs in this NFL draft. ESPN is currently projecting that the New York Giants, they're in need of a D tackle, guard, and corner. And the good news is, right here, there are a plethora of D tackles, guards, and corners that they could take.
D tackle. Shout, please. We go corner.
Caleb Banks is sitting right here, by the way. He's been sitting here for a while. I mean, that would.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about the fit of Banks in.
Yeah, me neither. I would rather go corner.
Yeah, I would say the corner makes a lot of sense because obviously you added to the secondary here, but they're still really good corners. Cisse is certainly one of them. You could show the rest of the list as well, but
they really dying for corners though. Like they really need corners.
The other one is
available.
Huh?
I said, who the corners available?
We just looked at them too.
Cisse.
Anybody
So
else?
who are the other corners?
Yeah, go to
who
the
corners
corners
available right now.
Yes,
Chris Johnson would be really
D'Angelo
good.
Pons.
Scott,
It's another
Abney.
spot Pons can go to, bro. They playing, bro.
We like Pons.
Well, the only reason why I would be a
'Cause he's
little
5'9".
on
Yeah,
well,
I'm
no,
saying they need a.
the ideal version of what you probably want to do, given their roster, is play a lot of 3 safety sets, which means not a lot of Pons necessarily nickel snaps, which to me would more lend itself to a Cisse or Johnson being a better fit for them after you take Caleb Downs early in the mock.
I like that. I just don't like Pond gonna probably go late in the week. That height is gonna be a problem.
So, of these two guys, because I think we gave CJ Allen to a team in the first round, I would probably go. I have Chris Johnson a little bit ahead of Cisse personally.
Mm.
I'm cool with Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson is nice.
Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Johnson goes to the Raiders. Next up, we got Houston. Houston, second round, pick 38. Houston, obviously, they're very loaded from top to bottom for the most part, especially on the defensive side. Offensively, they still need offensive line help. The running back room, I personally think, also needs to be improved on, even though I like what Woody Marks.
That's number uno for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Who did we take with their first round pick again?
The Texans in the first round. Sorry, I got a lot of screens open over here. The Texans took Peter Woods, pick 28.
Ooh.
Should we go? Do we go more O lineman or no?
Have we?
That was defensive line.
I'm sorry. Should we go O lineman or should we go running back?
Have we given Pregnon to a team yet?
Who?
I can't remember. Emmanuel Pregnon, Oregon interior offensive lineman. I think we might have.
Yeah. He
first
went
round.
to. Went to.
Okay.
Yeah, he just went actually.
Yeah, so we just literally just picked him. I talked
No,
to
y'all
Tennessee.
picked-
good kid.
Tennessee.
Talk to him.
Makes sense.
Good kid.
I
mean, personally, bro, if you ask me personally,
Yeah, go ahead.
I in the situation.
O line for sure for CJ.
Yeah, I think that Chase would be a good fit here. I think Jadarian Price would be a good fit here. I like the linebacker room, so I wouldn't touch inside linebacker this early. They don't need another wide receiver. They have 12 of them, and they don't need another corner. They have 12 of them. I personally am going interior line or I'm going running back here. And I'm not going to lie to you, I probably would go Jadarian.
Basantis would be a really good pick for them. I will say that. I do think that he's, maybe just a half tier behind Pregnon as far as interior offensive line, and they obviously need it. But if they wanted to add to that running back room and go with Jadarian Price, then I completely understood it too because they need
Banks is falling.
Well, sometimes it's tough to find that.
They gotta fix that O-line swipe.
They got to.
So right now,
it's the most important thing.
Their guard duo, they have Wyatt Teller and Ed Ingram, and then they got Jake Andrews in the middle. Ingram just signed a long-term deal, but they need a left guard. His point,
and it's a make or break season for CJ. So I do believe O-line would be what they go with.
Let me tell you guys this. I would personally go Chase, and I think that because they've stacked up on picks, so they have I think two basically, one at the back end of the second round, another one at the top of the third round. They can even double up at running back after, and regardless if Price is not there. But I think that for me, Chase and the value that he has right here was very important for the Texans in their offensive line.
that's fine. Let's go with Chase then. Basantis, you are a Houston Texan. You're joining an elite cast and crew. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns. They got Francis Mauigoa and Denzel Boston in the first round. So that was actually, I think, a really good draft for them in the first. And so obviously, pick 39, there's a lot of great players available still. Looking at what they need and looking at their estimate, ESPN says that the Cleveland Browns, they are in need of a tackle, which we got for them, a wide receiver, which we got for them, and quarterback, even though that's not changing. I think Shadour's going to get an opportunity. So they were projected to get Chris Johnson, who we already took somewhere else on Tankathon. But looking at best available and looking at best available fits here, I personally think that their defensive line is the ace in the hole for them. If they added to the D line here with either Howe or Banks or Zion Young, I think would be a very good fit there. They also could use another corner. I think as good as that DB room is, they could definitely make an improvement a little bit, especially given that they lost somebody recently. I personally think that if you went corner here, you went D tackle, their linebackers are set. I mean,
I would even this is a sneaky linebacker spot.
Anthony Hill.
I was going to say, have we taken Anthony Hill yet? I'm sorry.
No, so they have Carson. They have Carson Swetchinger and Jock currently.
Well, but it's the thing. Jock has not played, and he's had a lot of injuries.
We really think the Browns need more defense.
Well, then they got Quincy Williams at the other linebacker as well. But
who was the first round pick?
Brazil and Francis.
Who was the first round picks?
Francis
Early. Are you good, bro? You locked in?
Yeah, who was the first round picks?
Francis Mauigoa in the first 10, and then Denzel Boston in the 20s.
Ugh.
They got a receiver and they got an offensive lineman. And to D-Mac's point, Anthony Hill and Jacob Rodriguez were both available here. I was just saying that Jock and Carson Swetchinger and Quincy Williams, that's a very good inside linebacker room. But he has mentioned Jock has obviously been going through injuries.
Yeah, so he had the major neck injury, and there was reports of him retiring. It's not official, but there's reports of him retiring. So that's the reason why I say that I understand if Anthony Hill could be a possibility for them as well. I actually like the kind of defensive line rotation. They added Collins, who had a really, really good season last year for them. They've got Hall Jr. behind him. I like both of their edges opposite of Myles Garrett too. So I wouldn't look at defense.
And Mason Graham in the middle.
Yeah, Mason Graham. I could see corner. I could certainly see them wanting to go there, or they could go with another wide receiver. Again, similar to the conversation we just had. Kind of tough to see which wide receiver you want to go with. And then you also added Boston. Kind of difficult.
You don't go. I guess would you go Giovanni here? I don't think I would. I mean, Brazil, although he's fast, he's big like Boston. What would you think?
Yeah, I mean, given the fact that we already gave them Boston that rotation, because they've got Bond. I mean, they got Tillman, they got Judy. Yeah, I don't know exactly what type of.
Oh yeah, they still ain't fully even used Isaiah Bond yet.
To be putting in there personally, so that's why I wouldn't necessarily look at wide receiver, but I think that they could use corner. And honestly, given the way that they kind of have things built out, if they wanted to go Ponds, I could see it because they don't have a true nickel right now. And
I'm about to say, man, this is actually, you're right about that. This is actually
Ponds on the other side of what you call, yeah.
Nah, he probably
they have
corners.
And Campbell,
but they like Tyson Campbell.
Yeah,
they like Tyson Campbell and they like Miles Harden though. But obviously Bonds would still be a good fit there. But I think they feel comfortable with their room that they currently have. They really could add a safety, but there's just not a safety in this.
I was about to say
Harden's a 7th round pick. He wouldn't stop me from taking Ponds, just to be person. But I do know that they do like him as far as that is concerned in the nickel spot.
Corners that are projected to go here ahead of him though, which is again Brandon. And let me just pull up the corners list. Brandon and then D'Angelo Bonds is right next year. So I mean, technically, it'll be an overdraft for the system, but it doesn't really matter if we believe positional value for them.
So should we go best available between safety and corner?
Well, there's not really like safeties that are like.
I'm about to say, I don't think,
yeah, it's not a good safety range after those top 3 really go.
Would you like Bonds right here at the 2nd round pick?
I would go Ponds or Hill and probably lean towards Ponds personally.
Okay.
All right, let's take Ponds here just so we can keep moving. So the Cleveland Browns, they are cooking. They got not Carnell Tate. They got D'Angelo Ponds, Brazil, and Francis. So they're loading up in some really key spots. Obviously, Shador Pops. It could be a great team. Now the Chiefs, they got Carnell Tate and they got Avion Terrell in the 1st round, which I think it's a great get, which is a great start to restart the dynasty. Up next, D-Mac, what do you think your Chiefs should do here at pick 40?
Got to be edge. Well, I shouldn't say that. It doesn't have to be edge. Zion Young makes a whole lot of sense. It's like the type of edge that we certainly like to use. Heavy hands, definitely a powerful player, really good guy in the locker room.
Did y'all get a corner in the first round?
Yeah, we took Avion Terrell for us at 29. So versatile nickelback. So I personally, I think that Young makes a lot of sense. Now, if they felt like they would be able to hold on to 74 to add to the edge room and they just wanted Caleb Banks, cool. I would not complain about that one bit, but I think Zion Young is probably the more straightforward. Jacob Rodriguez would not replace Leo Chanel. So I would go Zion Young personally.
Okay, we got Zion Young to the Chiefs. The Chiefs, you're cooking. Up next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, who somehow got Sonny Styles at 10. And the Bengals, obviously, they need edge, they need D tackle, they need offensive line. And as a resident Bengals fan over here, who probably watches the Bengals more than anybody else, if you telling me they walk away with Cassius Howell or Caleb Banks adding to Shamar Stewart,
I was about to say, is this what we do, Caleb Banks now?
So I would go Caleb Banks over Cassius Howell, not even close for them. Because they already have developmental edges that they're trying to get things out of. I don't think that they need a shorter arm version of another one, in my personal opinion. Caleb Banks, interior disruptor, I think makes a lot of sense for where they're at. And I know they've got Jonathan Allen, but like him and BJ Hill, I think would be a really nice 1-2 punch on the interior. So I would say that Banks makes a lot of sense for the Bengals here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, about that time, Caleb. About that time, got the board, Caleb. We've been here too long.
Stop the run for once. All right, next up, the Saints. The Saints in the first round got Ruben Bain somehow.
12 pick.
And at the 8th pick. And then the Saints, looking on the board, they are in need of wide receiver, edge, and CB, and they already got the edge taken care of. Wide receivers here, there are a few that are left available, and then obviously there are plenty of corners that they could look at. Brazil is still on the board, and then Chris Bell, who I've told y'all all year that if the injuries weren't there, I think he'd be a higher pick. Chris Bell is sitting there as well. He'd be great opposite side of Olave, and then obviously them not having any more with Raheed or Rashid Shaheed. But Brandon Cisse would be good here. I think personally, Chris Bell will be phenomenal here in this situation, but it's up to y'all. Rodriguez too would be a good fit here.
I think Vele is kind of an oversized, kind of do-it-all type guy. Yep. So between these two, I'd probably lean Bell based on what they.
But Vele, I wouldn't even put him in the prognosis right now, bro. He's more.
Damn.
I have all three of these guys kind of in a similar tier, so that's why I'm moving towards more so how do they fit with the kind of guys that they have. Because Olave really can do anything you want to, in my personal opinion. I think very highly of Olave. So do you want a guy that's going to run defenses off like Brazil, which you could certainly justify? Do you want a guy that maybe is a little bit more of a combination that fits better with Shook with Chris Bell? I think that makes a lot of sense as well. So that'd be the way that I would look at it.
Ooh, Chris Bell.
Yeah, I love Chris Bell. If Chris Bell didn't have injuries, I think he'd be a first-round pick.
Well, look.
You don't think he would be a first-round pick?
He would be a first-round pick.
He would be a first-round pick.
The beautiful thing about it is Chris Bell and Tyler Shook did play at Louisville together, so you can give him his old friend back.
Yeah, let's do it.
You taking Chris Bell over Brazil?
I have them kind of similarly, and I think that Bell fits better with what they have in the wide receiver.
All right, Chris Bell, you are a New Orleans Saint. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins. In the first round, Miami got Fano, and they got Omar Cooper Jr. They're on the way to fixing that roster. But they still have a lot of needs, obviously. The Miami Dolphins, their biggest needs on the draft board, as I am trying to pull it up and look at it now, they are in need of
everything.
Yeah, wide receiver, edge, and corner, especially.
Everything.
They obviously got a wide receiver. They got a lineman. Again, there's some edges available. There's some corners available.
If you want to say, hey, we're going to develop Cassius Howell here because we have the time to and the runway to do so, opposite of Chop Robinson, I think that you could justify
opposite of Chop Robinson.
Yeah. I mean, you could. I could see Rodriguez middle of the defense. I wouldn't say that's a crazy pick either. We get who was the two? Fano and Cooper. So we got? Yeah. So I think you can hold off on wide receiver, even though they could probably use another one. So yeah, I mean, I think that Cassius makes a lot of sense for him. I think that Rodriguez can make a lot of sense for him. Either one.
All right.
I like Lawrence more than Cassius. I don't know if they would, but no. Actually,
There you go,
I do like to play a little odd front stuff too.
Why you like Lawrence more?
He doesn't have as many arm length. The arms are longer. I think he is just as good, if not a twitchier athlete as well. So you're kind of dealing with, hey, what are we developing as far as these guys are concerned? And I just like the tools that Lawrence has to work with a little bit better than Cassius. But Cassius is probably a better day one player for what it's worth. So it depends on which way you want to do. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which guy between those two Halfley would probably prefer. He's dealt with some shorter arm guys in Green Bay, so I think he'd be fine with Howell as far as that's concerned.
So who are we taking?
I'll probably go with Howell.
Yeah, I'm taking Cassius here. He's been sitting on the board for too long. Up next, we got the Jets. They got Arvell Reese, they got Jordan Tyson, and they got Colton Hood in the first 3 picks that they have.
Dynamite, that knockout.
Yeah, they're sitting here at 44.
Do we get a quarterback here? No, still wait.
No, there is no quarterback. There's no quarterback in this.
Did we give Ty Simpson to the?
Ty with the Steelers.
He was the Steelers.
Yeah, there's literally no quarterback.
Quarterbacks aren't that bad. Yeah, I guess the second round's very early.
It is, in fact.
Yeah, it's that bad. Yeah, it's too early.
It doesn't matter. They have big receivers, but who cares? Personally, they need more receivers because their receivers are mid outside of Garrett.
We just gave him Jordan Tyson, and they have AD Mitchell.
Yeah, that's right. No. Right, yeah, they got did you say Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah, respect. In this spot for them.
So we gave him Tyson, Hood, and who's the first one? Sorry, I forgot.
Tyson, Arvell Reese, Jordan Tyson, and Colton Hood.
That's a lot of. That's a boy. Raiders been kicking. I mean, Jets been kicking.
They also don't have Jermaine Johnson in them anymore. They don't have Quincy Williams anymore. So I don't love Jacob Rodriguez here. I do think Anthony Hill will be a good fit here, though.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So they went out and got Demario Davis. What are you going to have him just play the mic there?
Yeah, I think they need
and then go.
He's 37 now, right?
Yeah. So and then have Anthony Hill play the will and then develop under Demario
to the mic. Yeah,
take over the mic afterwards. I could see that argument.
He's a more traditional mic, I think, than Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob Rodriguez is a will for me in the next level.
We'd also see corner.
Yeah,
Brandon would, but they
another corner. Yeah,
I know they took Brandon, but like them signing Nahshon Wright, Brandon Stevens,
for 1 year, $5 million deal for Nahshon Wright. Yeah,
nothing about that would stop me from doubling down on corner here if I thought he was the best player on the board. So I could see Cisse or I could see Hill personally.
Let me see the Jets depth chart. They're sitting at their offensive line needs help, but I don't like any of these prospects right here. They got Sweat, Phillips, McDonald, Losai. Ugh.
I know. We only in the second round. This is a weak draft.
That's a lot. There's a lot of talent in the draft. I think personally, looking at the Jets roster and their needs,
there's not a good kind of odd front edge that I really like here because both Thomas and Lawrence are more so that type. Yakis is again more of a even front edge than an odd front one. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to go there for me personally.
Yeah, I kind of think Anthony Hill might be the bet, bro.
It's for what team?
Jets.
It's the Jets.
Yeah.
They need. They do still need. They could always add to the corner, but we gave them Colton Hood. I think their defensive line needs help too, but depends on how you feel about some of these prospects here. Lee Hunter, Malachi, as he said, still sitting here. Christian Miller sitting here.
Malachi.
They made the bet on Sweat, so I'm a little bit less inclined to give him a guy like Lee Hunter. Yeah, I think Christian Mills is more of a traditional kind of 3 tech than a true nose.
What Sweat they have?
Tavondre Sweat.
Yeah, Tavondre's from Texas. So who we think we should go right here?
I would go probably Anthony Hill.
Yeah, I'm going Anthony Hill too.
Yeah.
Come on, Swiper.
A Hill. Let's get it.
Just Ravens next.
Yep. Ravens are next, and they got
I think this shit's a must, bro.
You said who?
I think they gotta go Brazel.
You got to go Brazel here.
To me, I think
who do we give him in the first round?
they got
offensive lineman.
Okay.
I think to me,
Olavega, yeah.
I think to me, if Brazel fell right here, gotta get the nigga. That's just me personally. So I think they do need an outside weapon. I think he'd be good for them.
Eli Storrs would be a good replacement too, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm they better not take a tight end around this round. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be.
This team,
It would be a Jet thing, low key.
Be a Ravens thing.
Ravens.
I'm sorry, be a Ravens thing, low key.
I mean, look, I could see the Stowers. I could see Brazel. They don't strike me as much of a Bernard type team just because they already got Bateman and Flowers kind of playing
No, but I think Bateman's out the door in the sense of like he gonna probably get less. I think Braves will be a big move for them to go alongside Zay Flower with that size, that speed. I think this is I really think he's gonna go there in real life. Like I think this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I don't think he's had a big target since he's been there for other tight ends.
Yeah, I'm cool with Brazel.
I think Brazel. I think I've been saying the Ravens gonna get him.
Yeah, I'm going with Chris Brazel.
This is the one right here. And hopefully, he turns out what he's supposed to be.
All right, cool. And then next up, we got the Tampa Bay Bucks of Trent. Your team took Akeem Mesidor in the first round. How you feel about right now?
They still need more defense. I ain't gonna lie.
They need corners.
Corners?
They need corners.
Yeah, they do need. What's corners? What's the corners looking like?
We took Bonds already, right? Yeah, we took
break up this
Brown, I think.
It's doing too much. Yeah. You got Brandon Keontae Scott, who's a good player. Probably the best bets in this range.
Yeah, I'll probably lean towards
go secondary.
I'll probably lean towards Keontae Scott. Yeah.
2 Miami players on your roster?
Yeah. It can happen. And not that far from Tampa. So I mean, hey. So I like Keith. I do like Keith. But now you want to say Jacob Rodriguez to replace Levante David?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see. I'm not gonna lie, that one makes a lot of sense. I was looking at. I think Abney would be a little bit more their type of corner, but Jacob Rodriguez, because they got Alexander Zaloni and nobody else.
They're not drafting Jacob Rodriguez. We can just keep moving.
Why not though, Swiper?
Because he's not going to go that early.
Damn, y'all really is the
I
size.
think it's
really size.
Pick 45. I think that's a perfect.
What do they have him measure that? Because he must be small, man.
He ain't like small. He's just like
6'3", 230-ish.
Yeah, he's 6'1.5". Respect. He's 6'1.5". He's but you know basically 6'3" in cleats. So you know
I'm giving him listed height.
Right.
But what's the downfall about Jacob?
4 or 5. They don't. He's just not like a special athlete. But that's
Yeah, but I think that when you're talking about the Buccaneers defense, they do very much value the instincts that he plays with.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm just don't want him drafted in this spot.
Especially for Bowles to be able to have that guy as a quarterback of the defense, getting everybody in the right place for what Bowles likes to do on the defensive side of the ball. 64. I do think that Jacob does make sense, especially because they have a massive hole at linebacker.
How do you feel about Jacob Rodriguez, Trent?
I'm probably with Jacob. I think Jacob. He's one of the best linebackers. He's like probably top 2 linebacker in this class. So I mean, I have no problem with them doing it. It do make sense though.
You overruled Swiper. Pull the gun on Jacob.
I'll go Jacob.
Cool. Jacob gets wasted in Tampa Bay and never won anything in his career. All right.
Hey, what you got against Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay suck. I don't want Jacob to go to a mid team, bro. I want him to go to a good team. Like I really want him to go to a good team.
What? They're not a mid team.
They are a mid team. They're literally a mid team.
Right,
they are very mid team.
Okay, right now they're mid team, but they're also in the NFC South, and they can literally win division.
No, I think Jacob on an elite defense is like he is the difference between them being like he's a winning player. I want him on a good situation. Tampa just.
Oh, so you want him for like a.
Anywhere. I mean, look, there's the teams that are up next. He would be great in Minnesota. He'd be great with Detroit. He'd be great with Green Bay. He'd be great with Pittsburgh. He'd be great with the Eagles. He'd be great with the Jags. He'd be great with San Fran, Houston. Now he gets to go to Tampa Bay. Like, think about the names I just read off.
A little bit.
Well,
So some of those teams are kind of
that boy finna get
He's going to get 155 tackles this year.
I'm about to say he's going to get 250 tackles this season.
You know what? None of them are going to be at the line of scrimmage either. Yeah, shout out. All right, next up we got Indianapolis. I actually think this is
this is a very interesting one. So I think that there were two really good picks here. I think Jerry Bernard makes a lot of sense as a Pittman replacement. Again, a guy that can do a little bit of everything to go with Downs and Pierce. I think that makes a lot of sense for their wide receiver room. Secondarily, on the other side, they do have an edge need opposite a lot too. And they don't have a first round pick. So I think Malachi Lawrence getting here for them would be a really, really good pick. So either one of Bernard or Lawrence is a good selection for them.
I think they go defense.
Then I think the pick is Lawrence.
Yeah, I go Lawrence. I don't think they give Bernard.
All right, Lawrence, you go to the Colts, man. Good spot for you, bro. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are sitting there at 48.
They got to replace that D line. They got to go D line.
They
gotta go.
I dead ass think they get Zachariah Branch. I'm not even bullshitting you.
Really?
I'm dead ass serious.
Oh, to replace Mooney.
I think they can use somebody like that in their offense that can really help them out like that. And bro, Zachariah Branch, he can go. But
I would probably I just have Bernard better than Branch, so that's one thing. But
I think he is better, but I think the fit. I think Zachariah Branch would be a better fit for them. Just to me personally.
I only say that because they kind of got Jahan Dotson who could do the sacrificial Z stuff and some of the gadget stuff if you really want him to. That you're talking about Zachariah Branch. It's just a little early for me to be like, yeah, Branch is the.
Hold on, is this second round still?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, this is 47. 47.
I'll be forgetting, bro. I'll be thinking like we in the third round yet, and we even get.
I think it's pick 47 or so.
No.
So I think that if you're taking a wide receiver, I think Bernard makes a lot of sense. I still think that they could use some interior defensive line help, in my opinion. They got Christian Harris and linebackers off the board.
They lost Caden Ellis, by the way, so just so people can aware of, they actually need a linebacker too.
But I don't. You could maybe squint and see Galladay. I'm not as high on Galladay as other people maybe are.
He's another one of those big. He's like a nice big linebacker as well.
Yeah.
He's actually 6'5".
Oh. Real big.
He's massive. Yeah, he's a big dude. He ran a 4.6 as well. Yeah, he's a big dude.
I'll be honest, they still need corner.
Yeah, they do.
they still need corner. I think I like Bernard. I could squint and see Jake. I'd take Cisse because they still need corner help and badly.
I think Cisse falling this far is actually good for a lot of teams. He's a lot better than he's closer to.
I agree. He's better than a 50-ish player. I think this pick.
All right. So Brandon, you are a Falcon. Color scheme is similar as well. Minnesota, they took Thieneman in the first round at safety.
It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Hey, look, this is a really good Jadarius Price range.
It is.
I'm
I'm
not saying that they have to. I'm just saying that
because they got a.
Talk about Mason or a different range?
Yeah, Mason. I mean, he played well last year too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not all that impressed, but that's just me. I've never been a big Jordan Mason guy, but I think that
if Jadarius doesn't get drafted here, bro, he's not going to get drafted for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh. Well, no, because they got him to go with Warren.
Yeah, they got Keldon Johnson last year in the second round.
I wasn't even thinking about him. I was thinking about Rico to go with Warren.
Oh, that's
yeah, I don't know. It's a It's a. And you could always add to the defensive side of the ball, right? Because like that, if you want to say, hey, we need a nose tackle and go Lee Hunter, completely understand. Especially for what they want to do on defense, they really need a guy that's going to be able to two gap in the middle very effectively. So if they wanted to do that, I could get it. And look, this is another wild card. We don't know what's happening with Jonathan Grenard. You know, if he's going to get traded after the draft, etc. So maybe edge is a little bit more of a need than we can see on paper, and that's where a guy like our Mason Thomas would come into play because he does fit what the Vikings like to do as a stand-up outside linebacker. So, and then stand-up outside linebacker plays with attitude on top of that. So, I can see Thomas or Hunter. I can see Thomas, Hunter, or I could see Price or Bernard. I think any one of those four are justifiable picks because they like Addison. Obviously, we know what Jettis is, but they did lose Naylor, so they could also use a little role player there in the wide receiver room with upside for more. So
I'll let you make this pick, and then I'll make the next one, or we'll make the next one because I'm torn between what they actually should do here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think they should do?
Well, I think the issue is their interior rotation is Levi, Ingram, and Jalen. I personally think they just need another tackle that they can add in the front, especially if they play a 3-4.
Yeah, I think Lee makes a lot of sense.
Van Ginkel, Grenard.
And they got they got Dallas Turner kind of stepped it up a little bit, so maybe they really want to continue to bet on that aspect as well, opposite of Van Ginkel. So I think Lee Hunter would make a lot of sense.
Cool, Lee Hunter. Again, playing on turf, I think it matters a lot. Detroit, if Detroit didn't already add
Pacheco.
Yes, but even then, Jadarian and Gibbs would be insane.
But the thing is, though, they just, I don't like them. They just signed Pacheco.
I know.
I don't like
Pacheco is not better than Jadarian at all.
No, not even close. But I don't think that Pacheco stops you from doing anything in the running back room. I just wonder if they would get to this point and say, hey, we got a bigger need. Who did we take in the first round for him?
In the first round, the Lions, they took Monroe Freeling.
Yeah. Add to that tackle spot, which they do need as far as that's concerned. I think the wide receiver is good. The tight ends are in a pretty solid spot, and there's nobody really that I would say that I would recommend from that perspective. I
can see Halsey being picked up here.
Add to the safety room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AJ
Kirby getting up there. We know Branch is really good. They did add Chuck Clark.
Let me see what is how could he is. Yeah, Kirby is currently, what is he?
31-ish.
Kirby's 25.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that he was older.
No, that's the other one.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Joseph.
Yeah, the other one, Carl Joseph.
Yeah.
DJ Reed, Jack Campbell,
corner room seems
Barnes,
solid.
Campbell, and Rodriguez are all good.
If they
maybe
wanted,
D tackle here.
Well, they took Tyleek and they got McNeil. But I mean, Christian Miller is really good. So I could see it. I mean, I could still see edge. If they want to go, is Yaka still on the board?
Who?
Gabe Yakas. Yeah. I think out of the picks that I'm kind of bantied around in my head, because they went out and got McCreary to kind of play the nickel, they got Reed. I don't love any of the corners for them. Maybe Abney, but even then I'm kind of squinting. I think I would love to add Gabe on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson, personally.
All right, Yakas, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit. Next up, we got Carolina at 51. This is actually an interesting one as well. They got Kenyon Sadiq in the first round. And then let me see.
Safety play not bad. Linebacker play. We just picked up my guy Lloyd.
Panthers depth chart.
I just picked up Phillips.
Running back
core. I would love a backup running back. I don't trust Scott. Receiver core is good.
Their receiving core is mid.
Who's yours mid?
Outside of Ted.
And Jalen
Coker and Ted.
Yeah, Coker's cool.
And we still waiting. And we still waiting for. I'm not the biggest believer, but we still got.
Matter of fact, Actually, y'all need. You just took Kenyon. You just took Kenyon, so that's a good add.
Yeah, the tight end. They got.
I was about to say, bro, y'all need Stowers bad.
Yeah,
I just
you put Trumbull, Sanders.
We need an O-line or a running back, honestly. But we don't need a running back right here. We can get one later on, so we need an O-lineman. So we can get your boy later on.
What you talking, interior or tackle?
I'm thinking tackle.
There's tackle. There's Dunker is right here.
I go to the tackles. I want to double check if
the tackles available are
the bottom row to the left. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and it's early for Tiernan. I don't feel great about that pick. Well, we took
Bernard later.
We took Freeland. I think you're good at tackle after you took Freeland, personally.
Okay, y'all already got him. Okay, cool.
No, they didn't take Freeland.
Oh, we took Sadiq.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say, we need
Freeland went to the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me wrong team. Give me a lineman. Let me see what we got here. We got Dunker, we got Turman. Oof, grown over.
Yeah, that.
I guess best available. I guess we're going with Croner, huh? I mean Dunker, huh? All right, well, let's go Dunker from Iowa.
Okay. Up next, Green Bay. First round, they didn't have that pick, and so this is their first pick of the draft. Green Bay needs they need a good bit.
How many picks do Green Bay have?
I don't know. Just first two rounds, they got 52 and 84. But I will say they're looking for a corner in the worst way, and they got Keontae Scott this year. That's the best bet you have, a corner. And Abney.
They need corner badly. I think that given the fact that they do have the safeties that they have, I would probably go Abney. Yeah, I'd probably go Abney.
All right, Abney goes in the draft. Now Pittsburgh is up. Pittsburgh took Ty Simpson in the first round.
It's always fun. They got Pippen. They got Metcalf.
Pittsburgh might need safety. No. What do they got at safety right now?
Yeah, they got Ramsey and Deshaun Elliott. They also had Brisker and Savage, so I wouldn't say safety.
They got Joy Porter and they got my man. They don't have Dante Jackson no more, do they?
No, they added Dean, Jamal Dean, but if they
yuck. Yuck. Linebacker core.
I would hate it because I kind of wanted him to fall, but I think Galladay could be a good grip for them there. Mason Thomas would be good.
Depends on how they feel about Queen. Yeah,
he's not. Queen's not a. They need linebackers because and then Peyton, he can't tackle worth a damn.
I'm trying to think.
They've added so much on the defensive line. I would not necessarily point there. I think you can go corner. If you want to go,
I would either go corner or I would go linebacker.
I like Malachi Fields. Malachi Fields feels like he's going to be overdrafted at some point. He's another one I like.
Malachi Fields.
I just wouldn't say he fits just because they already kind of got bigger wide receivers.
Yeah, they literally don't know no more wide receivers right now. They have Austin, they got Pittman, and they got DK.
So who's the consensus here that we're taking?
I go linebacker. Who's the linebacker?
I don't want to give them interior linebacker right now because safety.
I mean, I don't think that they have a nickel, and if they want to use Keontae Scott there, I think that could make a lot of sense.
Okay.
All right, cool. Keontae Scott goes to the Steelers. Next up, Philadelphia, we took Falk for them in the first round. They need a replacement long term for their right tackle because obviously the GOAT's going to retire here soon. I don't know if they're going to find that in this round.
Would you go receiving for them because they might get off of?
What's funny? Hey, brother, Stowers might work for them, man.
Leave Goddard in line. Yeah, I can see that.
Stowers really might work for them.
I think they're in a spot given the fact that there's not really a good dev tackle to be picked here.
Well, remember, this is the same thing they did with Zach Ertz. They drafted Goddard What was that? Second
But
round, third
you
round?
think you would go Styles from Vanderbilt when they got Goddard? When they got
Well, they did the same thing
Goddard?
with Ertz. Ertz was there. He was a veteran in his prime.
Yeah,
They drafted Goddard.
But Dallas is still. I mean, Dallas is still
No,
28.
no, Goddard's but Goddard's is not.
Goddard.
He's already starting to. He has the injury concerns, the
okay.
money, and all that kind
He's
of stuff.
31 for the record.
Yeah, like they're
That
gonna.
wouldn't be. I would tell you why it wouldn't be bad because I do believe they do get rid of AJ Brown, and I do believe that they might get another weapon, just another pass catcher weapon. So that actually wouldn't be bad. I definitely get rid of AJ Brown. So
Stowers is our tight end for the future. Yeah, I'm
like that.
I'll-
I actually do
I'll-
like that.
I'll
and I
pick
think they
that.
simplify the game for Jalen Hurts.
That's a great
So I
pick.
like that. I like that.
That's an
You
absolute
can
Howie
simplify the
Rose
game
move.
even more.
So who?
When I say simplify the game, I mean it in this way. I think they make it more because we know.
No, you good. I was
yeah.
Hey,
Give
bro.
give him a number one, give him a tight end to go to. That way, I think Jalen Hurts one of them guys that he don't need a bunch of weapons, honestly.
Howie Roseman, I think that's definitely a Howie pick right there. Next up, the Chargers. The Chargers.
Mac, you can put an 18-5 with anybody.
Emmanuel McNair Warren went in the first round at 22. Chargers got Amarion Hampton. They need receiver, but
Just Chargers, right?
yeah, I don't know what's receiver.
They ain't got nothing. Bernard is not a second round pick. You think? So.
No, they need a receiver, dog.
I know, but who we go? Who we looking at? Who's the receivers?
It has to. I mean, and this. Go ahead. Do that.
Is there a reason why you feel like they need it badly with
Bro,
Vlad, Trey?
Yeah, bro. They don't have a game changer at all.
At all.
Even just his speed. Even just his speed. I think Ladd is cool. Quentin's cool. Like they're cool.
The only thing I would say is I like Bernard, but I don't think that you're drafting.
And they drafted old boy at Ole Miss last year. What was it? Trey Mason
and Trey Harris.
Trey Harris.
I think that, and I think that he's got.
Do they still have Rice's son on the practice squad?
No, he's in the practice squad. Maybe I don't know, but I don't think he's on the active roster at all. They do have Keontae Lambert Smith, who they liked a little bit as well.
Any more tight ends here?
No, they've got.
They could have got Stowers. That'd have been good.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm glad Stowers is gone. D-Mac could if they would have got they could legitimately run with Herbert, Gatson, and Stowers, and they would have been an absolute problem.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do it because they signed Kolar. They want Kolar to be the.
That's true. Yeah, from the Ravens. Yeah.
I mean, I think that they could still use corner.
Yeah.
The corners on the board are
Dante Jackson was still in Cam Hart, so then they would then be able to take right here. They would take Stukes from Arizona. That'd be the best bet.
Depends if they take Derwin out the nickel in the case, because I think Stukes is best there, and I do like him a lot.
They also kind of need an edge still, bro.
Yeah. I think they could use an edge. And honestly, if you wanted to give them R. Mason Thomas to be the third edge rotational guy with Mack and Thule, I could get it.
Wait, don't they have time out edge? Don't they have we know they got Mack and they have
Thule. Yeah, Thule's the other one. But Thule's young. Mack is older. They got Bud Dupree backing him up, and Mack has an injury currently right now. Mack is like 34, y'all. Like he's getting
Thule.
Yeah, Thule.
Thule.
Don't they got the his brother plays for Kentucky? Don't they got him? Am I tripping?
I do not know who you're referring to be perfectly honest with you.
They play for Baltimore.
I don't know, bro.
Brother that played for Baltimore.
No, so his brother plays for Kentucky. Oh, what's his name? Odawa? What's his name? I think.
Owe?
Yeah, do they have Owe on my trip?
No, he signed in Commanders in the offseason.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
All right, Branch, you're there. Or sorry, we said Mason Thomas.
I think Mason Thomas makes sense.
All right, Mason Thomas. We're almost done, y'all. Just a few more picks left, actually. Next up, we got Jacksonville here. Jacksonville in the first round didn't have a pick, but they have. Oh, yeah, you know what, bro? This is
disgusting
because they lost their middle linebacker. This is a great replacement draft for them. Because all they got to do now, they get out of that, and they can put Galladay right here, or they can go Trotter.
So I think that
how many kids does Jeremiah Trotter have? Jesus Christ.
I think that they would leave Forsythe, and I forget how to pronounce his name. It's been a while since I said it. In the mic and go Jake next to him, and I think that would be the linebacker pick for them. personally. They also, in my opinion, they can still use another defensive tackle. So a guy like Christian Miller makes sense in my personal opinion too. So, and I think that I know he's slid here, but I think that he should be long gone in this draft at least. But
Jadarian,
or I guess maybe your one. No, because I can see Jadarian.
Bro, they got what's the name back in the
Tootin
and
Allen and Chris Rodriguez Jr. I could see Price, but I think that the defensive tackle.
Bro, is Price really falling this far? He's not falling this far in real life, bro.
Yeah,
but if he does, but if he go ahead.
Because who would
I'm saying if you want to give him Price,
I'm not because I actually know I know exactly where he's going to go. I'm already seeing it. So I think you're right. Let's give them a D tackle. And
where you going, Spiper?
I'll show you at the end. And there's going to be a steal, and they're going to go right back to the bowl. Up next is Chicago. Chicago got Caden McDonald's in the first round. I think they stay defense.
Yeah.
Wait, who are the edges?
Currently available, Derek Moore is the one.
I will give them Danny Dennison. Personally,
in the second round.
I think that he is a sleeper at the edge position. I think he is really good. And they need extra edge help badly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, Danny Sutton, DDS.
Okay,
you're there. And then up next, we got San Francisco. This is going to be a good pick for them. They got Blake Miller in the first round. If you ask me, as a residential San Francisco fan, they definitely
wide receiver. No,
this range, I don't know a wide receiver that would. I mean, Antonio Williams is good.
Who did they take in the first round again? I'm sorry.
They took a offensive line, Blake Miller.
Oh, Blake Miller. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to go Bernard and play Recchi a little bit more at the slot, even with Christian Kirk, I could see that. I don't think that there's a tight end that I really like in this range personally. I mean, I like Price. I don't think
they're not doing Price and CMC. They have what's the name back in the.
You think Seattle getting Price, huh?
Yeah, I think that's a perfect fit for them. It's going to fall somehow.
They traded for Osa to add to the defensive line. In theory, you could add there, but I don't think there's anybody that jumps out to the point where because they have other prospects that they want to use there.
So would this be a best available situation?
Well, to an extent, but I think that this could also be a Galladay team because you have Warner, you pair him with Galladay.
They got Dre Greenlaw back though.
I would not be trusted Dre Greenlaw to be healthy. That's just not me.
Yeah, I mean
that's not a gamble that I'd personally try and make.
I think AJ Halsey would be a good fit here.
Yeah, Brown played well for them, and they like Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just think the secondary is in a pretty solid spot with Lenore
Stout, Green, Mustafa, Brown, Lenore. But the thing is, they got Michael Williams, so I don't think they would draft Galladay if they still have they would have three linebackers in the room they feel good with.
No, Michael's an edge.
Well, I mean, he's I guess technically 3-4. But Galladay's he's a 6'4" interior linebacker. That's tough. Yeah, I mean that's fine. We can give him Galladay if you want.
You could point and shoot with Galladay, in my opinion.
All right, cool. Galladay, San Francisco 49er, bolster it. They're all going to be great. Just now that I know they're going there. Houston's up next. Houston got Peter Woods and Besantis.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I know that you said about him. I would give him Jadarian.
Yeah, let's not even play around with it.
The fact that you get him with the second round pick after you already added to the trenches on both sides, I think that's a perfect pick for them. Yeah, Jadarian would be cold. That would be a cold fit for them. And CJ's still going to after that. Yeah, he's still going to find a way to ruin it. Chicago's back up again. They just got Danny and they got Caden added to the defensive line as needed.
Derek Moore here.
Yep.
They
Michigan boy.
No, I like Derek Moore. For me personally, given where it kind of depends. No, because I still like their corners. They revamped the safeties. This is tough.
Their secondary is good.
They got Devin Bush and
I think that this is a really, really nice spot for Trotter to land, in my opinion.
Who?
Trotter.
Jeremiah Josiah Trotter. I think because you have TJ Edwards, obviously they've gotten rid of Edmonds. He's moved on.
Mm-hmm.
You put him at the Mike linebacker with kind of the way that you've added to the defensive line now in these first 2 picks, because McDonald can keep him clean, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Trotter could do in the middle of that defense for me.
I like his brother too, low key. I just think I'm gonna burn over there in
All
Philadelphia.
right, Josiah Trotter, you're at it there. Then we got the Rams again. Let's get these quick. If I'm the Rams, they already got receiver. If I'm them, I think AJ Halsey would be a good fit here personally.
Would they take at 13? I'm sorry.
Lemon.
Yeah,
go safety.
They like their safeties though, because they brought Curl back.
You don't need D line. You need linebackers over there.
I mean, they always do linebackers, to be fair, but they don't like to take them early in the draft.
They want to add to the corner room. Do they want to continue to rebuild the room? And that's Dukes. They want to. What's the name retired too this year, bro? Havenstein, is that his name?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
So maybe they just get Caleb Tiernan right here.
I could see it. I think when you talk about the back end of the second round, I could see it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Let's go with that. Protect the old man.
The old MVP man.
Denver's up here.
Who did y'all go? Or no, y'all traded for Waller, right?
Yeah, they haven't made it. They hadn't drafted yet.
You like your running back 4?
Yeah, I don't think that's what they'll do. If this is the spot, they're gonna go Max Clare.
Oh,
They'll take Max Clare at tight end.
They use a tight end, especially when they play in line with Evan. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Next up, New England. New England, they took Caden Proctor, the offensive line.
I kind of, given what they have in their wide receiver room, I actually really like Bernard for them.
Cool.
No, low key.
Because they got Dobbs.
But they have what, 5 receivers at the same level now?
At the same height, you saying?
No, just the same level. Like no number one.
Yeah, but I mean,
receivers.
If you're going to end up,
I think Dobbs can break up.
If you're going to end up trading this pick for AJ Brown,
Yep.
in a package for AJ Brown, then so be it. But to me, I think Bernard fits what the wide receiver room is right now.
All right, last pick is Seattle.
Mike Washington.
Who do we have them taking in the first?
They took TJ Parker at edge. Bro, if Derek Moore and Halsey makes this far, I will be shocked. But that defense gets even better.
Well, if you want to give him Halsey, I think that you could find it. I didn't love Halsey as much when I was watching him. I would say that personally. That was just me. I don't think it's a Stooks team just because they like to have him and Worry right there in that spot. If they wanted to, because they got Josh Jobe and Witherspoon. I could even see them going. The kid from Ohio State, the corner out there. Interior off the line. I don't think there's anybody that's interior off the line that I would say that they need to go get in this spot to play guard.
You think they go corner?
I think it could make sense. And I do like a kid from OSU.
So Stooks here?
No, it would be
Davison.
Just because he plays more outside. There's not an interior offensive lineman that I would give them there.
Cool. Davison.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's the second round. That's actually a good draft. That's a really good draft in the second round. So, yeah, man. That was a great draft. Great job, you all. We'll be back here next Sunday, y'all. We're going to one show a week until the draft. We're going to take a little break in the middle of the week leading into the draft, and then we're going to be covering first round, second round, third round, fourth, fifth, and sixth and seventh rounds as well. So make sure you tap in with us. This is the press box. That's D-Max. That early. We will see y'all next Sunday. Hey, by the way, whoa. If you're in Portland, I will literally be in Portland on Thursday for a live meet and greet. So if you want to meet the rest of the panel, meet us in Portland at the Moda Center. You can buy your tickets right now. We're going to have a live crowd, the first ever podcast to go before an NBA game ever. First,
Who y'all
ever.
play against? I mean, who they play against? Who Portland play against?
It's going to be Portland versus the Clippers, and playoff seeding is on the line. So it's going to be
Hey, that's
great
gonna be
opportunity.
Get a handshake with Kawhi if you can. I want to know how big.
Yeah, Big Ox. Yep. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, press box. See you very soon. Sunday. We out.
Gone. Happy Easter.